Hello, you guys, and welcome to day 3 of our Pilates challenge. Today is another bodyweight workout. If you want to add on any ankle weights or anything else, you can totally do so. But all you need is your body, your mat, a water bottle, and then turn on some music that is going to motivate you. As always, today we're going to start with or on our back. We're actually going to have our feet out a little bit wider than hip distance apart. That's going to help us some stability. And you're going to find yourself all the way lying down on the ground with your hands by your side and those palms facing down. We're going to start with nice 3 big inhales and exhales. So let's do that here. Close your eyes. A big inhale through your nose. Exhale through our mouth. Good. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through our mouth. Good. Let's raise our arms on this inhale. Exhale through our mouth. All right. We're going to open our eyes. On this inhale, we are going to start rising up. So we inhale. Exhale. Peel the shoulders up off the ground. You're going to find yourself seated nice and tall. We reach over our toes, rounding that spine, coming back up through center, and then we tuck our pelvis, our tailbone, and slowly replace our spine back down. Good, so we inhale, exhale, lift those shoulders up, feel your lower core activating. As it pushes into the ground, it helps you get up nice and strong. My feet are flexed. That's also going to allow me to stay nice and grounded. Good work, nice and slow. We're going to do 2 more here. Good, good, good. Pull, 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 pull. We round that spine over, reach for our toes. Come up back nice and strong. Relax those shoulders. Come down, exhale on your way down. One last big inhale. Exhale, come up. This time you're going to round and you're going to meet me at center with your shoulders rolled down and back. We are going to now bring our feet into a little bit longer of a hook line position. So those feet are extended out just a bit. They're flat down on the mat. And now we're going to roll back, tuck that pelvis. You're coming into a C-sit. And then we come over, reach for those toes around your spine. Back up through center. Tuck your pelvis under, roll back into that C-sit, sitting on that sit bone. Come back up, roll, up nice and strong. Reach over, round through that spine. Good, we have 2 more here. We tuck that pelvis, sit back if you can, go a little bit lower here. Come up through center, roll over, and you're going to give me 1 more here. We are meeting back at the bottom after you finish that roll up. Good, so we come over, reach for those toes, keeping our arms up nice and strong, and come back into that C-sit position. Now, all we're gonna do is hold this here, again, tucking that pelvis. We raise our arms up over our head, lower them back down by the sides of our knees. Up overhead, and back down. If you can, you're going to sink down just a little bit lower, creating more tension on your core. We have 3 more here. Good. In 2, we are pulsing forward, reaching those fingertips out in front. Last one, hold that C-sit and we pulse it forward. So you're lifting through your lower core. That's going to help bring those shoulders, bring that chest forward towards your thighs. You have 2. And 1. Good. We're slowly going to come back down onto the ground. I want you to bring your left leg into tabletop position. My hands are coming behind my head, right about by my ears. They're not taking any tension. Make sure that lower belly and that lower back is pressed into the ground. Now, on this first move, we're coming up into a crunch through center and back down. You are using that exhale to help you peel your shoulders off a little bit higher each rep. Good. Just holding that knee up. We're going to do 1 more. And now we're going to start tapping our toe down. So as we come up, we lift. And then as we come down, we tap our toe. Good. We come up through center, back down. Reach those toes down to the ground. Good, you have 3 more here, and then we're going to bring that right elbow all the way over towards our left knee, adding in a good oblique rotation, working those obliques, adding in that twist. Last one, good, replace that toe. Now we come over to this side, lifting that elbow over to our knee, back down, touch your toes. You come up through center and back down. I want you to incorporate that breath. It is there to help you. Get those shoulders off 1 inch higher each time. Good, you have 3 more here, and then we are adding on into and 1. Good, on this next one, we are coming back up through center. We give you 1 crunch, extend that leg out nice and long. We go across our body, extend that leg out long. So we're going through center for that crunch. Back down, leg is nice, long and strong, over across our body, back down. Good, you have 4 more here, just like this. Really think about getting up higher each rep. Press that belly in. Good job. I need 1 more for you here, right here. And then we are going into that bicycle. Both legs are getting involved. Here we go. You extend. Right here, we have 6. In 5, cross that body. 4, 3, 2, 1. You meet me up at center. We are now doing a bicycle with a toe tap. It is just our toes. Those legs aren't bent at the knees. You lift that shoulder up a little higher. Give me 4. In 3. Last 2. And 1. Good job, you guys. We are planting that left leg into the ground. Now hitting everything on that right side. Hands stay out nice and wide by our ears. We are crunching up through center. Just starting off with that leg staying stable. Give me 3. In 2, we will add in that toe tap. Last one through center. All right, next time you come up, we crunch, we come down, and toe tap. Good. Up through center, down, reach that toe for the ground. Good. You have 3 more here. And we will switch to that cross body, reaching our left elbow for our right knee. Last one. Good. Now here we go. We go cross that body up and strong, back down through center, and up. Good. You have 4. Can you get just a little bit higher? In 3. That exhale should take tension off of your neck. If you are feeling it there, though, you can always leave that body down and just think about pulling your rib cage to that opposite hip. Last one. All right, here we go. We are going up, back through center. We extend that leg long. Now we go across that body. Extend it long. Good. You have 5 more here. Good. Feel that core getting activated. Good job. Good job. In 3. Extend it long. Reach those toes. 4, 2. You crunch it higher. Good. Last one through center. And then we switch to those bicycles. Long legs. Good. Here we go. Extend that left leg. We go. In 5. 4. In 3, we switch to that toe tap bicycle. 2. And 1. You keep that lower belly pressed down. Here we go. Tap, tap. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Good. 4. In 3. Lift those shoulders. 2. And 1. Good job, you guys. I'm going to bring my knees in nice and close towards my belly, stretching it out. And then when I feel ready, I'm planting my feet down and we are rolling over to our side for some side lying. Today, for our setup, I want you to bring your shins all the way up towards the front of your mat. Your booty can be towards the back. My knees are in line with our hips and my feet or my ankles are directly in line with my knees. So I'm creating a 90-degree angle. My shoulders directly underneath or my wrists, no. my elbow is directly underneath my shoulder. I don't know my words right now. And we are going to get started with that side line. So for our first move, we are coming into a fire hydrant. You are lifting that lower waist up nice and strong and making sure not to sag down. We are getting started by lifting our leg, keeping that bend up to hip height, coming right back down, replacing it slow and controlled. You lift it up through hip height. You are flexing that top foot. We lower it back down. By flexing our foot and our heel, that's going to create some nice tension on the posterior part of our leg. You have 3 more here, and then we'll meet at the top when we are pulsing it up for 6. Good. On that next rep, we hold it up at the top and we pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we've done this move before. We're coming down, back up into a fire hydrant. We extend that leg long and we bend it back. Now we lower. Good. We go up in that fire hydrant, kick that foot out, keep it flexed, back in through center and down. I want you to make sure you stay lifted. If you feel yourself start to sag, that's just where we make that correction. Good. And down. Use that breath. Pull it in. Lower. I want 2 more here. We lift, extend, bring it back and in. Good. 1 more. And then we're switching to just a bend and extend. Okay, on this next one, we come up. We go out and in. Good. For 5. In 4. Walk in. 3. You can do it. 2. And 1. Good. We're lowering down. Lifting it up just to hip height, no higher, no lower. You really challenge yourself right here. You only have 4. In 3, we pulse. Give me 2. And 1. Pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to lower that leg down. We come up nice and strong. Now we're bending our leg back. So we're doing a hamstring curl. We kick our leg forward, we lower, and we lift. Bring me that hamstring curl all the way, that heel towards your booty. You come up and down. Good. As you can see, I was sagging just a little bit. I'm going to lift up through my waist, come back, and forward. Good. I need 3 more from you right here. You can do it. In 2, we go just to that hamstring curl. Last one. Good. Here we go. You give me 6. Bend it back. Heel to booty. We have 4. In 3. Last 2. And 1. You are holding this knee here. We are sweeping that knee forward, bringing it back. Good. So we're doing knee sweeps. All you're thinking about is rotating through that glute, through that hip. It's bringing it forward and back. I need 3 more from you. In 2. Last one. Good. All the way through and come back down. Great job, you guys. We are going to turn and lie onto our back. We're going to come to that other glute in just a little bit. Your feet are going to be down nice and long. The top of your feet is pressed into the ground. My hands are going to be right about behind my ears. I'm coming down to the ground, and we're going to think about pressing our pelvic bone into the ground, and that's going to help lift our feet up. So my head stays down. It can lie on top of my hands. We're going to do 6 here. So we're going to inhale, exhale, press your pelvic bones in. And then that helps lift our legs. We lower. Lift. Really think about that triangle area of your pelvis, pushing it into the ground. You should not feel any tension in that lower back. If you do, that means you're shifting that weight into your back and not using that lower core area to help you get your legs up. We have 2 more here, and then we're going to switch on to lifting our head. So for this, I will replace my hands back towards my head. Last one. Good. Lower those legs down. I'm now going to have my hands by my head. I'm lifting up again, same thing, pressing through my pelvic area, coming back down. We lift it up. You push your feet into the ground. That helps give you support. You have 4. In 3. Give me 2, we're putting it all together. Last one, good. Now we do both our head and our feet. Here we go. 6. Lower back down. In 5. Give me 4. Really focus in. What should you be doing? 3. How are you getting those legs up? Last one right here. We hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Nice, slow, and controlled. You're going to push up. Tuck those toes. Push up. Lean back into child's pose. Come into that quadricep position. You can shift your hips side to side. You can give me a cat and a cow, whatever is going to help release that tension here. This is a great time to grab some water if you need it. And then we're going to get started with quadruped. So again, just like always, we're going to start with our hands and feet hip distance or shoulder width apart. You're thinking about pressing your hands into the ground. That's going to keep that nice position in our back and really engaging that lower pelvic area. We're going to start off nice and simple with a donkey kick. So we're working that left leg first. I'm going to tuck my left toes and then just think about lifting that heel up towards the sky, coming back down through center. So I kick up, stamp the ceiling or stomp the ceiling, and come back down. You're giving me 4 more here. Good. In 3, we're going to extend that leg out nice and long at the top. Give me a hamstring curl, and then come back down. Last one, we come up to the top. You extend that leg out long, bring it back towards that hamstring curl, come back down for the donkey. So we donkey kick, extend, bring that heel towards your booty, and then bring that leg underneath. You have 4 more here. Good job. It's all about control, making sure all of that weight is centered. Good. Into. Great job. Last one. And then we are going to hamstring curl it in, kick it out, lower that leg, and lift. You hamstring, extend, lower that leg, and lift. Good. Hamstring, extend, lower, and lift. How's your form doing? Check in with that core. I want 2. And in 1, we are going to just lift and lower that leg right here. We lift, lower, and lift. Good. Lower and lift. You have 4. In 3, 2, we pulse. The last one, meet me at the top. We pulse, 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 pulse. Drop your right elbow, keep pulsing. Good. Now hold it here. You are bringing this outside knee, that left knee, all the way towards your left elbow. Extend it out. Good. We bend. Extend. You are on that right elbow. That left arm is still strong. Good work. Give me 4. In 3, we switch to that bend and extend, and then you are closing out the bottom. 2, and 1. Good. So I'm bringing my left knee to my left elbow. I now close that fire hydrant. I open the fire hydrant, extend, bend, and close. Good. We have 4 more. In 3, you hold it here. Keep that weight nice and centered. You go as slow as you need. You keep that control. Last one, all the way through. Open, extend, back, and towards the center. Now we fire hydrant it out. Good. All you have to think about is opening up towards the side. Good. You have 4. In 3, you pulse. Last 2, and this glute is going to be done. 1, good. Pulse, pulse. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, you guys. We're going to bring both of our hands back up, and you are now stepping your left foot forward. Raising that chest, you can either put your hands on your hips, on your head, and we are rising up through center. We are now in our 90-90 lunge position. We are dropping our right knee down towards the ground. We lift up through center. Good, we have 5 more here. In 4, we are going to rotate towards our left leg, and we are creating that rotation through our waist. Give me 3. In 2, last one, we meet at the bottom of our lunge. I am rotating over my left knee, back through center, stand it up. We come down, rotate over, back through center, and up. My feet are not moving. Nothing else is moving besides my waist, creating that rotation. Think about that elbow coming over towards that knee, there in line. We open back out and up. You are doing this for 2 more. Good. In 1, we are going down towards that lunge, rotate over, back through center, drive your knee up strong. We come back down, 90-degree lunge, over, back through center, stand it up nice and strong. You can do it. You have 4 more. Over, center, drive that knee up, pulling through your core, back down. If you cannot do that, that modification is just going to be to come through center, tap your foot at the top, and then come back down. Last one, all the way through, up, back down. You come through. We're gonna hold it here. Hold that 90-90 lunge. Good. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Stand it up. Shake it out. We're doing that same thing on our other side. You're at the peak of that workout. Now we are just repeating everything on that other side, and you will be close to finish with today. So we're starting in that 90-degree position. Again, hands are on our head. We're dropping it down into a 90-90 lunge, this time getting that left knee down to the ground. Thinking about that right heel pressing down, that's going to help keep our weight in the posterior part of our right leg and help keep our body centered. You are doing 4 more here, trying to keep that weight shifted back. As we come onto our toes, that's going to make you a little bit more rocky. Good, you have 2 more. And then we are rotating, thinking about getting that left elbow in line with our right knee. Last one, you come down, rotate over, come back through center, and stand. Give me 4 more, just like that. You come down, over, center, and stand. Good. Feel that tension building. You're also going to feel that left quad starting to build up as well. It just got beat on one side, and now we're asking it to stabilize in the back. Good. In 2, we are coming into that knee drive, so we are adding on. Give me 1 more. You come down into that lunge, rotate over, back through center. Now this next time, we come down. We rotate over, back through center. We drive our knee through our core. Good. Back. You go down. Rotate. Center and stand. I want that stand nice and strong. Again, that modification is always to tap that foot next to your right. You're still slowly starting to build up. Good. I need 3 more from you here. Let's go. You can do it. Back. Lunge. Rotate. Back through center, stand and drive. 2 more, here we go. Keep breathing. Last one, make it your best one. You keep that core so strong. You keep that body stabilized. You use that breath to help you drive it up. You come back down. We hold this lunge for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. You are dropping that left knee down, bringing that right knee just by it. And we are coming down into quadruped. Way to go. You guys killed it. We're going to get started right away with that donkey kick. So I want you to bring your hands, again, getting our body set. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hip distance apart. We are propping up our right toes, getting our body ready for that donkey kick. Press up through your palms. Here we go. We kick that heel up, stamp or stomp the ceiling, drive it back down underneath. Good. Press it up. Bring it down. What I really want you to think about is how stable can I keep my body as I'm making this leg move. I don't want you rocking those hips side to side. I want everything to stay nice and strong. Good. I need 3 more from you here. And then we are adding in that hamstring curl. Into. Last one. You meet me at the top. We extend that leg out. Hamstring curl. Come back to a donkey. Good. Extend. Hamstring curl. Back through center. Good. We have 4 more. Let's go. Yes, yes. Last one, stamp it. Good, curl it in, back under. You meet me at the top in that hamstring curl. We extend that leg out. You lower, lift, hamstring curl back in. Good, extend, lower, lift, and curl. You have 4. In 3. How's that form? Give me 2. Tap those toes. In 1. We transition just to that lift and lower. Here we go. Lower and lift. Good. We got 4. In 3. Last 2. And 1. Meet you at the top. We pulse for 6. 5. Rotate that left elbow down to the ground. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Bring that right knee all the way towards that right elbow. Extend it out strong. We bend. Extend. We are prepping ourselves for that fire hydrant. Keep working. Keep moving. Good. Rotate it in. You have 3. In 2, we add on that fire hydrant to our bend and extend. Last one. This next time, you bend it in, lower that leg to that fire hydrant, open it up, extend and stamp that foot. Good. In, lower, raise it up, kick it out. 4 more. Keep breathing. In 3. Last 2, and we go just to that fire hydrant. Give me 1 all the way through. Fire hydrant close, open, extend. You bring that knee in. Here we go. 6 fire hydrants. Good. In 5, 4, 3, we pulse. 2, and 1. Here you go. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work, you guys. Tap that booty out. It just got killed. Now, if you're working out at home, you can always face the other direction. I want you guys to be able to see me. So I'm just going to come on to my other side of my mat. And then we're coming into a plank position, but I'm getting myself ready for that sideline. So we're going to come into this plank. Extend your legs out nice and long. And we're just going to hold this high plank here. So we hold it up, pressing through our shoulders. Good. Hold it for 10. And then we're going to add on some shoulder taps. So we're just tapping both sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We tap our left shoulder and our right. You're going back and forth. Good. Trying to keep that weight as stable as possible. If needed, you're going to drop onto those knees just to help with that stability. Give me 2 more each side. Last one each side. We stabilize at the top, and now we're coming down into a commando onto that low plank. Back up, pressing high. Down and up. Good. Give me 4 more. Last 2. And on 1, you meet me at the bottom of that plank. We hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees down. Meet me in that side lying position. We are now hitting our other side, hitting that other glute, which is going to be our right side glute. So same thing as before, my shins are at the front of my mat, my knees are in line with my hips, my ankles are in line with my knees, my shoulder is underneath or on top of my elbow, and then my wrist is in line with my elbow. We're going to start with that fire hydrant, again, lifting up through our waist. We raise that right leg up to hip height, we come back down, it stays in that 90 degrees, you are flexing that foot. Good, you have 4 more here, and then we are pulsing it out. In 3, good, last 2, everything is parallel. We have 1 meeting at the top, pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, we add that bend and extend, and 1, we lower that fire hydrant, open it up, you kick your foot, stamp out, and back in through center, lower and lift, kick, and back in, good. You have 4 more here. You know what's coming, you know what that's going to feel like. Again, everything is driving through our hip and through our glute. Everything else is just here for support, but nothing else should be moving. Give me 2 more, and then we will stick just to that bend and extend, bringing that leg from a 180 back into that 90 degrees, and then just back out. So here we go. We bend that knee in, extend, kick it out. Bend that knee, extend, kick it out. You have 4. In 3, you are lifting and lowering. Last 2. And 1, good, meet me long and strong. We lower and lift, good. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1, good. You're in a pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lower that leg, lift up through center. You are now hamstring curling it, coming back in. Good, lower, lift, hamstring curl, heel towards our booty, extend it back through center, down and up. You have 4 more here. You can do it. How's that waist looking? How is our shoulder looking? If you feel yourself starting to sag down, you're just going to lift up a little bit higher. Good. Again, that leg only needs to get to hip height. Last one here. Next time you come up, you stay here, and we are just doing hamstring curls for 6. You're bending that heel all the way back towards our booty, bending through our knee for 3. In 2, we are sweeping that leg forward. Last one. Good, here we go. We are bending back and we sweep that leg up front. Again, everything is just happening through our hip. It is pivoting forwards and backwards. You have 4. Last 3. Give me 2. And 1, good work. Lower that leg down. You guys have made it to the end of class. We are going to come onto our hands and we are going to stretch out. I want you to start in that child's pose position. Focus in on that breathing. And we're going to press back up through center, bringing our right foot forward. I want you to shift that weight forward and then come and sit back onto your left heel. Good, let's bring our weight back forward. We're going to swap out our legs. Left foot forward, shift that weight. Sit back on to your right heel. Pull those toes towards you. Shift your weight back through center. You can meet me at the front. Great job today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this circuit. My glutes are already feeling it. My hamstrings are on fire. And that stability with the knee drive definitely added on just a little bit of intensity. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back in 2 days to bring you another workout. But leave any requests down below if you want weighted, if you want banded, whatever you would like, put those in the comments. Good job, you guys. Bye. To your right heel. Pull those toes towards you. Shift your weight back through center. You can meet me at the front. Great job today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this circuit. My glutes are already feeling it. My hamstrings are on fire. And that stability with the knee drive definitely added on just a little bit of intensity. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back in 2 days to bring you another workout. But leave any requests down below if you want weighted, if you want banded, whatever you would like, put those in the comments. Good job, you guys.